Here we go, guys, the Brigmore witches. This is completely blind, never played it before. Are you ready for this? The Brigmore witches. New game. A save game knife download has been found. You can use your progression in the Brigmore witches. You will retrieve your equipment and powers. Which progression do you want to use? Oh yeah, I have to. Let's go with High Chaos. Or New Game. High Chaos, that's very cool. I have chosen the High Chaos progression. Knife of Dunwall. Continue. Yes. Veteran. Rural experience. Let's go with it. Yes.
He knew. The black-eyed bastard knew that when my blade stilled the Empress's heart and delivered her daughter to the Lord Regent's men, everything would fall to pieces. He watched me do it anyway. And now the world's gone mad. Plague grinds the city down. Corruption rots. A mad killer roams the streets by night, seeking revenge. The overseers have stormed my hideout in the flooded district. And I'm in a strange duel with a mad witch named Delilah for the fate of the Empire. I'd say I was being punished, but I know that the world doesn't punish wicked people. We make our choices and take what comes. And the rest is void. I can't say I wasn't warned. It's been months since I killed the Empress, but it feels like only seconds ago I heard her yelling for her daughter, Emily. Corvo's face going slack with shock. And somewhere in my head, the outsiders laugh.
Whoa.
Come to collect on our debt. Did you ever think you deserved to lose your Empress? That a better man took her life, while you gaped like a fool? Come on, Corvo. Prove me wrong.
Corvo doesn't strike like that, come on. Where is my powers? Elixir, some of them. Stop time. Really? Corvo was so clumsy like that? I don't remember it. What? Whoa! What the?
Damn it.
Sir, Thomas has returned with the information you requested. He's waiting for you below.
That is so cool. Two different outcomes, but you can't defeat him no matter what. Parting shot. Never mind. Disappeared. No powers again, really? Parts of the call. Void gaze. See items and beings through walls. Two. This one. Summon Master Assassin. Interesting. I tried to bound it to this key. There we go.
I found Lizzie's stride. Getting her to lend us her boat will be a bit complicated, however. She's in Coldridge. From what I hear, they've got enough on her to hold her for about 1,000 years.
Excellent. Lizzie has enemies inside Coldridge. If we play this right, she'll be begging to do business with us.
Yes, sir. Your tools have been cleaned and placed in the chest over there. I'll wait here until you're ready to leave.
Gather your equipment. Equipment chest. Sweet. Void gaze, summon assassin. Now we have pool. Mana consumption medium. Pull inmate objects towards you from a distance. Consumable items are used or stored immediately. Pull can silently disable the security system if used in the well all tanks powering the device. Steal the device. Pull. That must be something that far-reached used by Emily. She could pull objects and including people if upgraded enough towards her. That's cool. Bend time. Ben her. Ben Stiller, everything else. Arcane blood, I think I'll invest next.
Is it time to go, sir?
No, not yet. I will look around and then we'll go.
At your pleasure.
Whale oil. Won't that irritate the Lord Regent?
Indeed. We could turn Daud in. Split the reward.
I promise to go quietly.
It's amazing that the game remembers my previous deeds, such as breaking, exploding that slaughter whale house, and that he mentioned Billy Lork, that I killed her. That's very cool indeed. I like things like that the game can remember the deeds from previous.
Corvo's coming for us, Daud. And he's got nothing but blood on his mind.
You let me worry about that when the time comes. If it comes.
They've installed arc pylons, and they're blaring Overseer music over the loudspeakers. Our talents will be suppressed until we get inside.
I have other talents.
That's very interesting. We're going back to the prison where I escaped with Corvo. That's gonna be very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Fighting without magic. With master difficulty it's gonna be very difficult dodging bullets, and I believe they will the one that kill me.
Corvo set off an explosion on his way out. Blew out the main gate. They're still rebuilding. Last thing. There's an execution planned in the courtyard. Should draw a lot of eyes away from you.
I could use a laugh.
I don't think that's funny. He should be disappearing now like the rest of them.
We'll start again in a minute. Just listen. This business with the witches, there's no pay in it. No prestige.
Don't. Let's go over Daud's teachings again.
Forget it. Daud's getting older. He's getting strange. And if no one else will take him on...
Don't even think it. You wanna...
Daud. Ever vigilant, I see. Are we leaving soon to Brigmore?
Scared, are you? witches upriver, traitors in the ranks. And then there's Daud, who just killed his own apprentice. A better assassin than you'll ever be. I'd be frightened too.
Well, Daud's story is so much interesting, the two DLCs. At least he has some people behind him. You're not alone like Corvo all the time. You have others to rely on things. That's very cool.
This will hold while we're away. Anything short of cannon fire.
Let's hope it won't come to that.
Really enjoying some company, actually. That is so very cool what they're doing outside. All the guards and overseers. Ugh. So cool. Okay, I'm ready. Let's leave.
Is it time to go, sir?
Yes. Didn't kill anyone. I tried to kill Corvo. No special actions accomplished. I couldn't do anything. All gold found. This is the only mission where I found all the gold. Surprising, not really. You need Lizzie, Stride's boat to reach Delilah stronghold, the Brigmore Manor. Unfortunately, the leader of the Dead Eels gang is locked up in the cold, rich prison, and you have got to break her out.
Delilah doesn't leave Brigmore Manor anymore. She doesn't have to. Which means I have to come to her. The manor's upriver, far out past the quarantine line. I'll need a ship. I've lived in Dunwall's underworld a long time. I know the players, gang leaders, madams, corrupt officials. But what I need is a smuggler who knows the river, someone I can trust. It's a reflection of Dunwall, or perhaps myself. That after all these years, the best choice I have is Lizzie Stride. And Lizzie Stride is in jail.
Just creepy. Creepy. As Daud, you have network of spy. Yes, we learned that in Dunwall. Stealth boost won't be needed this run. We use armor and brute force. Let's see what favors available this time. Forge requisition. Forge requisition orders allow your contact to deliver stun mines to the prison. The key to the munitions lockers will be hidden nearby. Misplaced rune. Yep, recent sweep of the prison. Contraband has yielded a number of heretical artifacts. One of them will accidentally be misplaced for the right bribe. You got it. Your disguise is an overseer. What? An overseer has been summoned to College Prison. Your contacts will intercept him and send you in his place. Using this overseer's uniform as a disguise should fool the prison guards long enough to get inside. Interesting. Even though I'm going brutal, I want to know what it's like. Stun mine, extra charge, stun mine. No, I don't need stun, it's high chaos. I need arcs. I need to turn them to ash. Let's see. Reload, auto reload is good. Combat sleep dart unneeded. Explosive bolt capacity. The previous game I didn't use it once. I'll save the money for now. I got everything I need. 4 of them I already have. Proceed.
This should get me in the front door at least. Looks like I'll need to check in with those guards by the gate.
Ooh, I'm gonna kill them all. At least try to. Nice sword! That's gonna be for my second run as a ghost. No powers. Music will not work. Enter Cold Bridge Prison. Damn it.
Overseer. About time, Overseer. We sent for you hours ago.
was a problem with the water lock.
Fine. Listen up. The incident took place in the interrogation room. Cross the yard and keep going straight. Anything else is off limits. Understand? Don't go exploring. Don't speak to the prisoners. We're not here to listen to you preach. Don't forget you're in Coldridge now, not the Abbey. We asked you here for one reason.
I'll be gone before you know it.
Okay, the other one doesn't see me. For now. Hope that doesn't blow my cover. Let's see how he reacts. Okay, I'm still under cover.
Open the gate.
They rebuilt, it seems. Looks like inside I have my powers. The cell controls above the country yard prisoner cell blocks and execution yard are off limits. Okay. Think he will see me if I kill him?
Don't look at me. I don't know anything about what happened.
None of them noticed my crossbow? And my weapon?
You! Put the weapon away and move along. Hey, you in the mask! Get out of here!
Nobody sees.
Get out of here now!
They don't hesitate to kill their own.
They don't.
The sewer complex on the day of his escape. You displayed cowardice in the face of a national crisis. And I hereby sentence you to death.
These guys won't help me if I'm caught in a restricted wing.
Take aim. Fire! Watch Officer Thorpe. You provided Corvo Atano the means of his escape.
Ooh.
And have confessed to receiving both money and plague syrup in return. For high treason, I hereby sentence you to death. Ready. Take aim. Fire! It's finished. Stand down. The Lord Regent asked to convey to you his personal thanks for carrying out... It hasn't been easy, but we can all take comfort in a small measure of justice being done. Rest assured, Corvo will be caught, and we'll give him the same treatment. Right, men? Back to your posts, then. Double ration of whiskey tonight.
I'm gonna execute you in return. You remember that guard, the first one approached us, the Coldridge prison. When just starting the game is Corvo that handed us the food with the key and the letter. I bet that was the last one they were executing. That one that helped us. It's so cool going like so long ago without knowing what happened to that guard, executed right now. Amazing that they went back to check that detail. Don't worry. All of those guards were executed. Those that the executioners paid as well. None of them survived. That's the high chaos. Nobody lives alive.
Yet the gate still hasn't been repaired.
Who needs a gate? If anyone tries to escape now, they'll be vaporized. Arc pylons, Sokolov's latest.
That's if they're operational. The second you run out of whale oil tanks, you're defenseless, and the prisoner goes straight out to the bridge.
Exactly. Which is why we drained the water lock. No one survives that fall again.
Still, the Lord Regent won't tolerate another escape. We have to be extra careful.
Yep, that's where I jumped to the water to escape. How the hell did they drain that? Anyway, that's what happens if you don't get the Overseer uniform. Still cool.
Actually happened.
Didn't they do it?
Hemorrhage Drink said he chose a bad day to sleep in. Morris lost his nerve at the sewer gates. Neither of them knew anything. They died to satisfy the Lord Regent's office.
And Officer Thorpe.
Thorpe slipped him the key. Everyone knows that. He got weak. They paid him off, but he couldn't tell us who it was. And believe me, he wanted to by the end.
You've seen Corvo train, haven't you? Once he had the key, there was no stopping him. And the way he went off that bridge, how do you stop a man who'll make a jump like that? Like he doesn't care.
Or like he's more than human.
You think he's
I think we played that Overseer noise for a reason. I think there's more happening here than any of us know.
Interesting.
This arc pylon is keeping me up all night. No one's crazy enough to break out. Just shut it off, can you? Corvo's already gone.
If I'd been on...
Guards, to me.
Whiskey for a week if you kill it.
I blew it!
This mask won't fool an arc pylon.
Why isn't it attacking them though? Interesting. Ah, it lacks the power. And it's out of power. Let's see if I don't rewire it. Correct.
No, I've seen him. Remember? At the riot.
What was he like? Cold. Thoughtful, almost. I bet when he left here, no one saw a thing. Not until their neck snapped.
That was then. You're forgetting about the Empress. That was when he had something to lose.
People don't change that much.
Oh, yes, they do. You just haven't been there to see it happen.
Speaking through the wall? Okay.
Check the log. We've been moving people around to make room for the politicals.
This never happened under the Empress.
Someone will hear you. And it wasn't easy with the Empress around. She'd hold inspections with the Royal Protector trailing after her.
I wish we'd taken care of him. He knows our faces. He could come back any time.
When I find you, it's gonna be bad.
Really?
I'll feed your heart to the hounds.
He's afraid. Otherwise, he'd come here and settle it himself.
The rest of the prison is off limits. Don't get caught wandering around.
Right.
Right through there. You can't miss it. None of the guards that went in to question her came out.
I'll be careful.
Wow, that's freaking disturbing. Very. You sit tight here. Ingots. Transfer orders.
Much does she? Comfortable? All right, we'll get this done. Let's start with how you got into Dunwall Tower in the first place. Was it one of the servants that let you in? One of the guards? Nothing? All right. Corporal, use the hammer. That's right, the smaller one. Can't really tell if she felt that. Don't want to break anything. Let's try again. How did you... Wait. You hear a kind of ringing in your ears? What's happening to her face? Is she going to? Oh no! Oh no! Shoot her! Shoot her! Shoot!
Interesting. Exploded. Or something. No idea.
Only prison personnel beyond this point. No exceptions.
Oh, gotcha.
This area...
The Hunters. Keep the Hunters away from the eels. The one in section D, cell 11. Try to attack that former dead eel leader again. We can't afford any additional investigations or mistakes right now, so keep them apart. Clock toilet. Ugh.
This better be worth it.
Ugh. Witch's skin. You move slightly faster where no. Where's witch's skin? Isn't that the one you take damage from mana first, before health? Benefit: when taking damage, your mana is drained before your health. They transferred that to Dishonored too. How did I know? Penalty: mana does not regenerate. Hell no. Hell no. It will be worthwhile shooting you, but not generates? Nah.
I'm not telling you shit. Wait. Who?
Daud.
Is that right? Whoever sent you, I'll pay double.
I've come to break you out. You can owe me the favor.
What kind of favor?
Doesn't matter. You'll be dead in another day here.
What kind?
It's just a boat trip. Upriver. Past the blockades.
Then you're out of luck. My boat, the Undine, now belongs to someone else. My second-in-command double-crossed me and took it. A little shit named Edgar Wakefield.
It's a situation I'm familiar with. Can you walk?
Get me out of this damn thing and I'll fly. I can pay you to get rid of Wakefield.
It'll be my pleasure. Come on.
I'll just get my tiara. Down. I think I...
Yeah, you said you can
I'll
fly.
have to carry her out.
You said you can fly. Okay, I'll let you rest there for a second.
Martial law. Guards are
Wow.
authorized to use lethal force against any unidentified or unauthorized person.
That's a lot of guards. Why didn't it work?
I know you're his here. I need more men.
Is that all?
For signs of infection.
Funny. Can't sprint with a corpse in this game, unlike Dishonored 2. Misplaced rune, huh? It's mine now. Let's see what powers I can acquire. Pull within my grasp. Bloodthirsty or vitality. All good choices can go wrong.
She's beaten, but not dead. See that her wounds get attention.
Rescue.
It will be done. All quiet, sir. Ready to go.
Ready.
Let's go.
Break out. Dead or unconscious civilians. Well, that Hatter attacked me, so I killed him. Maintained overseer disguise, leaving no evidence behind. Learned about the Brigmore witch's interrogation. Next. With Lizzie straight free, you have a captain to take you upriver. Unfortunately, Lizzie's second-in-command, Edgar Wakefield, is running the old gang and won't hand over the ship without a fight. Deal with the traitor Wakefield and help Lizzie get her ship in working order. It'll be my pleasure.
Dunwall is changing fast. 6 months ago, Draper's Ward was where Dunwall's rich and well-born strolled and shopped and tried to be seen. The plague burned through it in days. Today it's a battleground where 2 street gangs fight over the spoils. The Hatters and Lizzie's gang, the Dead Eels. Lizzie Stride was the boss until Edgar Wakefield betrayed her and took her place. And her riverboat. It's the kind of thing that happens every day in Dunwall. I don't judge him. I've done worse myself. But I need that boat. Edgar Wakefield and I have business.
That music was beautiful. The high-pitched one, I love it. Buffel dust. Buffel dust. What does it do? Buffel dust changes chemical composition of chalk dust, so it induces short-term confusion. Victims will resume normal, unsuspecting activity after exposure to the dust. Let's see what favors awaits us. Ooh, a gift from Abigail Ames. Abigail Ames has contacted you through your network. She's offering a bone charm that might be useful to you in exchange for a small fee. Deal. Former Rottweil laborer. Laborer you saved from the jail cell in Rottweil slaughterhouse. Really? In slaughterhouse? Has some useful information. Oh yes! How they remember that, damn it? They remember that. Meet him in the textile mill. I opened the door for them. What they did with it, it was up to them. Looks like they succeeded. A tunnel dweller has been bribed to bring you a rune from the depths of the Dunwall storm drains and place it within reach of the surface. The sunken crate. Allied whalers will dump a crate, lower it with supplies overboard, near the Undyne. You will have to dive to retrieve the contents. I really need to use more ammunitions. I kill everyone with blink and sword. It's my go-to combination. Up close and personal. Explosive bolt capacity. Stealth wolf, nah. Stun mine. Yes, let's go. That sounds interesting. Sleep done, that's it. What money we have? I don't think I will gather 10,000 to make it for the achievement.
The textile mill used to run off a water wheel before the canal went dry. It started up again recently, and whatever the Hatters did to get it working has enraged the Dead Eels. They're fighting in the streets.
Look how much ammunition I have. I really need to start using more.
We got here first.
Bring out the geezer.
We've been here 8 years. We ain't leaving.
When's your old man coming out to fight?
We've been making something for you, little eels.
What's the matter? Too much knitting to do?
Crawl back to the river. You ain't a real gang. You're just a bunch of mudlarks.
Come on and fight! Or are you too busy making dresses?
That's what it is. She detects me while fighting, really.
That's what happens when you tangle with a dead eel.
Seems they won. Oh, you don't want a piece of me. If you think of attacking me, all of you will die. Disappear. That beautiful music just not suited for this scenery. That eel stuck. Altitude and stuff. In the 1800s, did they already had tattoos? Really? I'm not sure. The history is too damn long. That's interesting part of the town, never seen before. I don't think so. Other route of rich objects such as bottles or whale oil tanks can also be picked up. Yep, it's far reach basically. Let's see how it works. They are lifted helplessly. Yeah, like telekinesis in Bioshock. The second Bioshock, when you upgrade it to level 3, you can teleport living targets. Corpses and cautious bodies are automatically carried. Next level requires 4. There is achievement. Let's see how it works. Pull object. Whoa! Sweet. Can't carry berries yet.
You got a teat on him?
Now and forever.
Let's see what trouble I can stir them.
Up like a slaughterhouse whale. You hear me?
Something little ill.
Looks like it got my ally as well. Dramatic music plays. Nice, that was good destruction. I am bloodthirsty today. I'm gonna bring this oil tank over there and I'm gonna blow them to smithereens.
I'm almost out of bullets.
Don't look at me. Try Jerome's in the apartment up there.
I heard he wasn't cheap. Lend me just a few.
You get caught out when the dead eels come across the canal? No thanks. Every man for himself.
Had her pride. I'm touched.
Good night. Now we need to take care of the arc pylon. Okay, so that is a great use. I need the key to open it. Looks like I can use the pull objects. That's the coin. Another coin. Where is the key now? Sweet. In those instances, this is really great. Good thing I purchased it. Somebody's messing around. Where are they? I wanna blow them.
I admit, I'm stymied. I thought dragging it up out of the mud was the hard part. But I have no idea how to open it.
Hammers?
Really? Look at that thing. You think hammers will break it open?
Explosives.
Sure. The sound brings everyone running. Then we gotta share. And what if it costs some meals, huh?
There must be a way. Think what could be in there.
You know what would be funny? If it wasn't locked.
What? Of course it's locked. Look at it.
You mean you haven't even tried it?
What do you think I am? Stupid?
Now you are. Ha ha ha. Huh, the key was lying over there. And they didn't try to bother to find it. Now it's my gold. And you go to the rats. This must be the dude I saved the other day.
Dead. Welcome to the Draper's Ward Salvage and Resale, or the Black Market if you'd prefer. It's Daud, right? Recognized your face from the posters. Not that I'd ever say anything to anyone, believe me. I'd be happy to have you for a customer.
What are you selling?
The best of Draper's Ward, all for sale.
Thanks, but no thanks. I have everything I need.
that?
Someone died. Shooting each other. Hello, Grave.
All these rats crawling all over everything.
Nice Easter egg. Hello.
Who are you? Are you with her?
With her?
Delilah. Are you with her? No, but you don't have any roses.
What can you tell me about Delilah?
I used to make clothing for the Caldwins, you see. I adored them, especially young, precocious Emily. She was such a delight. Did you ever meet the Empress? She was so special. I was able to count her among my friends. I had a lock of hair from young Emily, a keepsake given to me by the family when my hands grew too stiff and clumsy to work the needle. I have treasured it so.
And Delilah?
She visited me here. Such a surprise to see her, all grown up. So serious. Did you know she was once a playmate of Jessamine's? Before she was Empress, when they were both little. I thought it was a cordial visit at first, but it turned frightening.
What happened?
She made things come out of the shadows, long and grasping. I can still feel the cold on my neck. I sound mad, don't I? Perhaps I am. She questioned me and left me propped in the corner like a bolt of cloth. I couldn't move for 3 nights while she made the horrid markings you see now. Then she stole my only keepsake, my lock of hair from dear, sweet Emily. Ah, Emily, where are you? Damn that Corvo, and damn Delilah.
The assassin of the Empress stands before you. The more you know. A note from Lady Boyle, Beverly Boyle no less. That's the guy that was making those amazing costumes and dresses for them.
What's the password?
I seem to have forgotten it.
Nice try, River Rat. Get lost.
River Rat, oh shit, I forgot. Look where they're hiding things from me.
What? Come on, let's get this guy! Cut this bastard up for the hagfish!
Okay, I'll take you. For Granny. It's gonna be a nice experiment. Let's put him beautifully on the silver tray. There we go. Nice. Apartment key needed. No idea where to find that one. Ah, there we go. A female.
What?
I'll take her back now. Now we need a ring. Where to find the ring, God knows.
There's a man whose debt to me is well past due.
I'm not a bill collector.
I don't want the money. I want his head.
Oh.
I pay you well. And you can use the money to buy things from me.
I'll do it.
Huh. Thank you. Skinflint is a chain smoker. He likes to light up in the old canal tunnel and play Nancy for coin. I'd start there. Make an example of him.
Got it. Now let me see what you've got.
The best of Draper's Ward, all for sale.
He'll bleed. I don't suppose you have a ring. Nope. Rewire tool. Arc mine, nope. Nope, nope, nope. That must be the guy.
Merciless. Ah! Somebody, give me a hand!
Well, that's it. That was easy. Oh, and where is the head? I can bring you the head if you want.
All these rats crawling all over everything.
Yo, my dude, I brought you the head.
I hope you're keeping my little job in mind.
Skinflint is dead.
Delightful. As agreed, your reward. Tell me what strikes your fancy.
Nah, just wanted the reward. I brought you the head, as instructed. Enjoy. So after searching for hours, I found this goddamn ring here. In this back alley, of all places. And some vault key. I believe it's that to the one that lays near that dam, where used to be water anyway. I still didn't find the key to the apartment. Must be that one there. Yep, apartment key needed and I can't find it. What do I do with the ring now? They have kindly provided a female for me. I now name you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Yes! I did it.
Wakefield's a hard man, but he's not as fun as Lizzie. Lizzie enjoyed it more.
Yeah, even Lizzie never drowned victims in a sack. Can still see him squirming for air.
Yeah. How's he gonna top that?
Huh?
Somebody, get over here! Cry for mommy, you little shit! That's what happened.
Wall of Flesh got my achievement.
Field's probably keeping himself below decks. Whatever I do to him, it will be a mercy compared to what Lizzie has in mind.
Waiting to be taken.
All those prancing nobles in their fancy masks. Strip them of their jewels and set them on fire. Finest time in the world.
Drown them. Drowning's worse.
Set on fire's worse.
Drowned is worse.
You ever see a man set on fire? What does he do? He jumps in the water.
Very funny.
I hear Lord Shaw is making his way to the party by boat, with only 2 bodyguards.
What? How do you hear things like that?
I have some connections.
Who do we have here?
Nobody anymore.
Come on, let's get this guy!
I don't know what is worse, to be honest with you. Drowning is my greatest fear.
Somebody give me a hand!
Almost to DI. Drowning is my greatest fear. Suffocating in water. Getting burned alive is such a horrible way to go as well. I wish I would have never to pick one. Both as insane. Equally.
He's put all of the eels on alert since Lizzie's rumored to have escaped from Coldridge. He's expecting her. You will undoubtedly be a surprise to him.
Notes from Hatter Spy. Mr. Head, there has been interesting activity since our raid on the dead eels a few days ago. It looks like Wakefield has been rooting out lazy loyalties and chasing them off or making an example out of them with some gruesome killing. I don't think he's got much of a hold on this gang, and things are likely to fly apart before long. Also, I swear I saw a woman lurking on some nearby rooftops last night, spying on the hills. Showed me looking at her and just disappeared. Perhaps you'll know what to make of that. Oscar, would it be one of my assassins?
Cargo hold of the Undine. Smuggling ships like this one often have a hatch underneath for dumping contraband if they get caught. Perhaps the Undine is no different.
Perhaps only one way to find out, right?
Crying about their warehouse.
What'd you tell them?
Laughed in their faces. Everyone knows they're scum. Besides, they couldn't stop talking about killing Daud. And that's an enemy we don't need. Stop!
This is the Daud I remember. Corvo left his mark on Cold Ridge, but they won't soon forget you either. What a relief. Life has been remarkably grim in Dunwall lately. This business with the eels might call for a little more diplomacy. But in the long view, a smoking ruin makes as good a monument as any.
Ice. The second time now. I see something, or someone, out of the corner of my eye. But when I turn, they're gone. Someone is watching us.
How is that possible? Who could it be? Delilah, maybe. Seems we have some weepers. Interesting. No threat.
Lizzie's boat is smaller than I remember.
Who needs killing? Who said me did not receive?
What?
Somebody get up for the hagfish! Let's show this gutter trash how it feels! Crazy!
Oh. Beautiful.
Time to signal Lizzie.
Work is complete.
Beautiful killing. Wow, I liked it. Very cool.
Lizzie Stride is assuming control of the dead eels now. She's ordered them to give you safe passage.
Your friend Edgar Wakefield sent me up to be taken by the City Watch, and you followed him. Took his orders. But you know what? I forgive you. All of you. I'm filled with love. But the following people each owe me a finger. Logan, Douglas, Bang Bang, Ferris, Pigface, the Bakers, and Annabelle.
Shit.
2 from you, Annabelle. Have a good night.
Females and males all have the same haircuts. All of them look the same. What the hell?
That piece of garbage, Edgar. I'm still living with his incompetence. He let the Hatters cripple the Undine.
Ship seems fine to me.
They took the engine coil. We're dead in the water.
What is it? Can we make a new one?
They don't make them anymore, not for an engine like the Undines. We'll have to get it back.
The geezer still leads the Hatter gang, right? I'll pay him a visit.
It won't be that easy. There's a snag.
Always is. What's this one?
The geezer's about 100 years old by now. He's got it rigged so that if he dies, the whole place gets gassed. So they're real careful around him. Got him a nurse and everything. Maybe you can cut a deal for that engine coil. Turn on the charm. One of the Hatters gave me their door password in exchange for keeping the rest of his fingers. It's whalebone. I never got to use it on account of the gas. And being in jail.
Just be ready to move when I get back.
Find the gizzard. What's the password? Engine coil that tells ship under the ship. Inoperable without. It must be recorded before visiting the river. Was seen. And there was with Lizzie. But what's the password? I can't get through without it.
I knew I could rely on you. I'll even forgive you for not making him suffer more.
Just get me upriver.
What's the password?
Doesn't mean there's an invisible man watching us. I'll ask him how he does it.
Are you crazy? Don't you dare.
Come on, ask.
Ooh, look. He's armed for fighting. What are you looking at?
Hey, tough guy, wanna sit on my lap?
Don't make me take that away from you. Are you supposed to be scary?
You look like a clown with that mask.
Don't make me take that away from you.
Come sit on my lap, tough guy.
What are you looking at? Come sit on my lap, tough guy. Are you supposed to be scary?
Hey, you look like a clown with that mask.
What's the password?
Whalebone.
Come in, Hatter.
Ooh. Ooh, that's disgusting. 100 years, really? Three you have captain, take your upriver. Unfortunately, the second in command, Edgar Wellfield, is running the old gang and won't hand over the ship without a fight. You try to lazy get her ship in working order.
Sir, the Hatters are using the textile machines to make shrouds for the plague dead.
Now we know why they took the engine coil.
The man who runs the Hatters is more cunning than he looks. He can flood this place with a toxic gas. In time, it'll eat through our air filters. You may have to make a deal.
Interesting. Combination is needed to reach the engine coil running the mill. Find the geezer to see if he will make a deal to give it up. What would he need? Coil just like that.
Corporal O'Donnell with her. They weren't wearing no clothes.
Keep your hat on. I was just asking.
Just because you're in charge of the gate, it don't mean the rest of us are
Yeah? Well, since you're such a genius, it ought to be real easy to see who it was. So go check it out.
fine. I don't know why you're worried about nothing.
Get over here! Everything.
Yep, they do.
Daud. Didn't think I'd ever see you again. After you helped us escape the slaughterhouse, I got a job here running the looms. They got us working around the clock, making shrouds for all of the plague victims. Kinda makes me sick. But they have to come from somewhere, I guess.
How do I get into the engine room?
It's down in the basement, but you can't get in without the combination.
And where would I find that?
Nurse Trimble. He takes care of the geezer. But I'd bet my broom handle that's only half the story. See, the geezer's supposed to be the boss, but Trimble never lets anyone near him. Claims it's for his health. I'm sure the geezer knows the combination too, except Fat Chance talking to him alone. Only time Nurse Trimble leaves is to check the lab equipment he's got upstairs.
Thanks for the help.
Yep. Favor for a favor.
Wakefield's miscalculated badly. I predicted this would happen, of course. A man like Wakefield knows which end of a knife is for stabbing, but not much else. What's that? Oh, stop complaining, old man. I'm giving you a legacy. What were the Hatters before I arrived? I'll tell you. A shadow of their former selves. The butt of numerous jokes, in fact. Why did the Hatter piss in his own hat? What did the Hatter do with his last bullet? And so on. The answers aren't worth repeating. Leadership. That's what was missing. What with the embarrassing defeat at the hands of the Bottle Street boys.
Тихо, can sneak there?
There now. You mustn't become agitated.
Lucky I didn't.
You'll inflame your arteries, which will only cause you unneeded agony. I can ease the pain, but only if you promise to behave yourself. No? Ah, that reminds me. I must see Jerome about getting more Oxrush. I'm fresh out.
I have some.
My name's Daud. I'm looking for Lizzie Stride's missing engine coil. I'm giving you a chance to make a deal.
What?
Yes, sir. Very reasonable offer. Geezer here says you're in luck. We only need that engine coil because someone shut off the flow that turns our water wheel. I sent men into the sewers to restore the flow, and not one of them came back. But what stopped them won't be a problem for the famous Daud, will it? When the water flows, I'll give you the engine coil. Here's the key to the sewer entrance, and it's a pleasure to do business with you, Mr. Daud. The Hatters will behave themselves, as long as you keep your end of the bargain, Daud.
What? Mr. Hat. Oh my god.
No.
Oh wow, that's what keeping him alive, huh? Warning: when replacing the oil tank that powers the pulmonary machine, you will have precious little time to do so. If you fail to be vigilant and Mr. Hat perishes, you will release a toxic gas that will end your life and that of your fellow Hatters. Have a care, Trimble. Well guarded, missing mechanic. I sent our head mechanic into the sewers to try and get the water flowing in the canals again, but he hasn't been heard from since. I have lost other men trying to investigate what happened to him, Trimble.
This guy never made it back. Wonder if he's still down there.
I hope he have the key. Remember that apartment with Granny's recipe? There is a key that opens that locker with the medical herbs in there that worth 10 coins. I want that key to the locker. Those are the ingredients you need to combine to make the antitoxin. Cool. Now I'm immune to the poison, I believe. It seems I found some recipe up there and I had the ingredients. I combined them into a vial and I drink it. Set antitoxin. Let's see what happens now.
Stop! You don't know what you're doing.
Are you Stride's pawn now? Working for Lizzie?
This throne. It seems without the potion you die, even when you get in you die as well. No getting away from it. The entire map is contaminated. That's what happens if you try to kill him. Excellent, found the key I was looking for. Opens the locker, yep. The 10 coins, I want those 10 coins. I'm ready to do anything for those goddamn 10 coins in the apartment.
More like the golden cat. She caught that hatter easy enough.
That fool. What if Daud comes this way? He won't fall for a pretty face and a few tears.
You think so?
So much for our little sister, but we'll make sure the job is done.
Yeah. Ah, beautiful witches. Ready to dance?
Sister, get behind! Over here! Get away! Strike at him!
Lead for us!
Come on, I can get over there. Teleport back to me.
How tricky. This one is special. You must be frightened. Show yourself, little toad.
Come here, beautiful. I'll show you the tip of my blade.
Oh, I'll find you.
Ritual is all said and done. Why? Don't be dense. She's afraid of us. When the change comes, she'll only want the weaker sisters nearby.
That makes no sense. Our power flows from Delilah. Without her, we'd be reduced to dancing under the moon and parlor tricks. You must be wrong.
Why else would she put us here, right in his path? I wish he'd hurry up and come already.
You asked for it. Whoa!
Sister, over here!
They changed so much in Dishonored too. Hard to tell where they look better. Here they're more flower-like. In the second they change from dark to light, from dark to light again. Interesting. Where are the rest of you witches? Come here, beautifuls. Whippers, what the hell? No more. Whatever is blocking. Oh, hold on, some ropes. Move it.
Get that engine coil.
And kill some witches on the way. Woo! Woo! That was close. Whew. It was gonna get me. Oh my goodness, what the hell dies like that? Whipper corpse. Makes sense. Ventilation maintenance. Where is my rune now? Another layer. Come on.
Delilah knows you're coming, cutting a bloody path through the city in search of her. Your nastiest work in years. She's afraid of you. But Delilah's a brilliant woman. Her coven is rising, with her as the night star to guide them. And once she's hatched her new schemes, she'll have a different kind of power. An empire instead of a coven. I wish you luck. I don't decide who wins and whose body gets tossed in the river to rot. But I do enjoy watching.
It's fun, isn't it? The house dies! Okay, had to break a wooden fence. The skull on it says City of Dunwall Waterworks. Everything indicates not to go there, but I want my bone charm, so I'm gonna take a risk.
You.
It's me! Me.
You. Yes, me. Me too.
And me too. Haha. Sokolov's grenade. That's why I always like to go with the house dice, so I can see everything. The house dice. More rats. And is that Delilah or just another witch? It's hard to tell. Royer and a few others went up ahead to the water control station to see why the water flow stopped, but they haven't returned. There have been reports of strange noises, and a few of our new workers fled for the exit. If someone doesn't come to relieve me soon, I'll leave this place. I'm writing this so you have on record that I did not just abandon my station without just cause. Preston P. It's a P. Delilah. Delilah.
Lurk told me you wouldn't give up, even as she knelt before me and gave me all your secrets. I know what you're doing, Daud. I know what that mark on your hand is, just like the one on mine. I know everything you can do, and it won't matter. 4 of us chosen, but history will only remember one. Delilah.
If they remember any of us.
Good response. Have at it. That didn't do anything. That did something. Because it's house dice. Rapid leverage. What leverage gives me? Let's see. Benefit: pull power, distance and speed are increased. Mana cost for pull power is increased. Sounds good. Nice. And the engine?
Chunk of metal wiring. If this gets me closer to Delilah's throat, so be it.
Correct. Time to go back to that locker.
No fighting. Wonder how long that'll last.
Yeah. No fighting. Yep. Won't last long. What are you doing here? I came for my coins. Yes. It's all about these 10 coins. All the journey just for the 10 coins. Mr. Hell, I've completed the final connections between the mill apartments and the engine. The power generated should be far more than required to put the mill back into full operation. But I cannot vouch for the reliability of the engine itself. Therefore, I am traveling into the sewers to find where the water has been diverted away from the district. It is in Infinitely preferable to have this water flow restored, which will power our mill in perpetuity. Really? Should the need arise to reach the engine during my absence, I have set the combination to the gate to 774. I will return soon. I could have avoided this deal with that freaking Mr. Head all along, traveling to the sewers and firing the key and then coming back here. Oh well. What's done is done.
Looks like the end for you, fancy boy.
2 on 1, huh? If I had a blade, I'd gut both of you in a heartbeat.
Well, you don't. And we...
Kill him, Sammy.
Calm down, boy. You gotta learn to savor the kill.
Give me a get over here! It's gonna blow enough!
Where is he?
The Bottle Street mess we got into once. Reattach that coil and we'll start upriver tonight.
This place is dead.
Yes, are we ready to go?
Please, to the honors daud. Fire up the engine from the bridge. Should get us on the way.
Let's see, can't believe I didn't forget anything. Guess not. Gangs of Dunwall. Restored water to the canal. Completed. Granny's recipe. High. Hostile skill 70. New record reached. Delilah is talented artist. Delilah and her coven are planning something that threatens everyone across the Empire of the Isles. Yeah, we've seen that in Dishonored too. Infiltrate the ruins of Brigmore Manor and stop Delilah.
The Brigmores were an ancient family, bankrupted a generation ago. Since then, the manor has housed 2 street gangs, a smuggling ring, innumerable rats, and the Brigmore witches. I'd always left them alone, but now a painter named Delilah had taken up witchcraft and formed a coven. She was trying something. A ritual. But what kind? The outsider knows. I cannot abide a mystery.
Let's see. Turned Court. Your agents have paid one of the witches to meet with you and provide information. Really? She's ready to betray Delilah for coin. She'll be wearing a red jacket. Thieving butler. The former butler smuggled goods from the estate and hid them by the shore. One of your agents will unearth the cash for a price. Yep. Your operatives will drop you a rune, some mana, and open the fence to allow for a more stealthy approach to the estate. Yes, sounds good. Upgrade stealth boots, slip dart, explosive bolt capacity, not enough of them to even bother buying. Stun mine, slip dart. Slip dart we can buy. And explosive bolt, fine, so be it. I'll buy some of them. And that's it. Ready. Oh, beautiful. Deal maker.
I scouted, sir. They've locked the front, and I've seen evidence of snares. Also, maybe it's nothing, but I spotted several statues of the woman Delilah. I don't know what it means, but I thought it was worth mentioning.
It means trouble. Anything else
They're getting in and out of the house somehow, but I haven't spotted it. Sorry, sir. Best I can do.
Good enough. I'll take it from here.
Thank you. Shoreline. Okay, that must be the favor. Okay, let's see what we got. No bone charms, no runes. There we go, one rune. I'll take the rune so I can use bend her, bend stiller. And I'm one rune away from bending time. You can't smell me, can you, huh? Oh, it's one of them, the same as Dishonored 2. You don't stand a chance against me. It's still activated, huh? Damn it. Where did you come from? Okay, let's go to the shoreline. Looks like I have some river crust problem. They're extremely deadly on the Master Assassin. Difficulty 2 shots and I'm dead. Butler's not. They are on to me. Are on to me. The urn will have to stay here, Reggie, until we can return by boat and claim it. The Master's key, however, will go with me, and since you are nowhere to be seen, I have little choice but to scale the rocks by the waterfall and make my escape across country. Leave me out to dry on this one, and I'll put a bullet hole in your skull. Why? Options, smugglers. There's nothing here to loot. Check the waterfall to see if the butler actually escaped. Ah, it's so bright. Where is that freaking waterfall?
I killed a hound in the yard, and it got straight back up and went for me. I had to crush its skull to be sure.
Yes, I figured that out from Dishonored 2. Thank you very much. I just tossed one skull into the air and shot it to make it more dramatic. I enjoyed that. Looks like they have some traps in there, thinking I'm fall for it. And happening.
I hope everything is in order, sir.
Thanks. It's time for Ben-Hur. Ben Stiller. Delilah. You think that's gonna stop me? No bullets, really? Missing. How is that possible? Not good enough.
Help me! A stranger is among us!
Submariner. Regain health while submerged in water. That's cool. Something new. Not been seen in Dunwall. The knife of Dunwall or the original Dishonored. Damn it! She should be suffocating. Yep, now dead. Looks like he did not leave. Brigmore from there. That's the waterfall. Looks like he did not leave. Poor bastard.
Don't think I'm on your side, because I'm not. If you raise a hand to any of my sisters but Delilah, you'll answer to me.
Understood. What have you got?
When her ritual's done, Emily Caldwin's mind will be gone, and Delilah will look out through her eyes the rest of her life.
And Delilah will rule as Empress.
That's up to you. I've got my money. That's all I need.
Wait. What about a way in?
Use the crypt. There's a lever that opens one of the tombs. The lever is kept in the shed. That's all I can tell you.
I could manage by myself, Dad. Brigmore crypt. Nice. I knew it would work on them.
Daud.
Hello. Sustained rage. Your adrenaline takes slightly longer to cool down. That's cool. I thought somebody would be behind me, like the classic horror games. Crypt. Is that it? Yep. Full. The lever, yep. We have another dreary granny recipe. Swallow the pearls with water from Brigmore well. Granny spell. Sweet. Someone is not supposed to be here, but he's coming for you. Yeah, wow, it's pretty. Abundant.
I can't. Brother Marcus, I denounce the Abbey. Wandering gaze, lying tongue, restless hands, roving feet, rabbit. The 7 strictures are 7 lies. The High Overseer is the whelp of a wolfhound bitch. The 7 strictures are 7 lies. 7 lies. 7 lies.
What happened to you?
I denounce the oracles. Oracles. They saw. The Caldwell girl is the key. The girl in the painting.
Where's Delilah?
It's gone insane.
I will. But sisters, help me!
What?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
And
Of course you will. Woo! To bits and pieces. The assassin is doing a good work.
come out wherever you are. She's alone. What if something goes wrong? Who will help her? Doesn't it worry you?
You underestimate our great lady's resourcefulness. She is not alone. Not entirely.
The statues. Of course.
They're more than statues. She's put her will in them, and in the void their power is much greater. Do not fret, sweet Tilda. Lady Delilah needs you to be strong and steadfast. This is no time to wilt like a summer daisy.
I won't. Forgive me, sister. You're right.
Don't go anywhere. Surprise is coming your way. Where it opened, I entered. Entering the painting.
You have many talents, Daud, and they've served you. Delilah's talents are quite different. She creates images, but she does more. She captures spirit. She insinuates her will into her subject, whatever it is. We're witnessing her masterpiece, and perhaps yours as well. You see it now. Emily's life hangs in the balance, and Delilah's, and the fate of an empire. The end is coming, and it's been glorious to watch you throw your will against the machinery you set into motion. All things end. All things burn to ash. But you, my friend, burn bright.
Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things. Let's talk about space. Let's talk about you, baby. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things. Let's talk about Dishonored. Let's talk about the end of the game.
Time to see what you've really got, Delilah.
I fell by mistake. Any lootings?
Daud. Well, you've lived up to my expectations. Creeping in like a mouse. The mouse of Dunwall. I must say, I'm surprised you came this far. You're the one who gave me this chance in the first place. I thought I might see the Lord Protector pop up at the last minute, but never you.
I suspect Corvo's busy.
Are you doing this for Emily? Don't bother. You killed her mother in front of her and sold her to a gang of murderous crooks. You think she's fit for the throne? No. The girl Emily Kaldwin will have the mind of Delilah the First, who did not inherit everything she got, but came to power through the force of her own genius.
Your genius couldn't keep me from reaching you. It won't save you now.
Oh. Who have your victims been, Daud? Civil servants? The housekeeping staff? Drunken boys on watch duty and frail old aristocrats? None like me. Your mother should have taught you not to anger a witch. I'll kill you!
You're welcome to try.
You're outmatched, Daud. Genius always.
Start with this one. Yeah, I got the tank. Tank equipped. Overwhelming odds. Can always rely on your assassins. Ritual
the
notes.
last part of Delilah's ritual. Just gibberish. Unless I finish the other ritual steps
Stable
first.
replacement painting. That must be the non-lethal. Render the lycopris one unconscious. Find a suitable replacement painting. Kill. Wow, looks like she surrendered very quickly.
You can't do this! My life.
She's really ugly here. In the second Dishonored, they made her so much more. I don't know. What? Ooh. She was more cunning, yeah. They put a little more darker beauty into her in the second game. The good voice actress as well. Target rescued. That's how it ended? Really? Found the Brigmore crypt. Completed Granny's recipe. Chaos is high. Found all of them. 2000. Looks like we are not gonna swim in gold. There is achievement. Collect 10,000 and leave. Enough to retire.
I breathe your breath. I can feel what you do. The bright mornings in the hub. I feel the cold night air of the ruin where you sleep. And the stink of the wind. Age strikes the eye. Eye touches the mind. Mind touches the world. I feel your love for Corvo Attano and your lost mother. For your caretaker, Callista. I feel your fear in the night. Your hunger to learn. To become someone important. My hunger too. My fear. You are becoming mine. We are nearly finished. Close your eyes, Emily. Sleep forever. Feel the void open beneath you. Make room for me. Give in to me, Emily. Give in to me now! Paint flows.
Blood flows. Life goes. Out with the old, in with the new. You've lived in these bones long enough, sweet young girl. Finished. It is complete. I am... What? What's happening? This is all wrong! What am I becoming? Outsider's blood? Is this some trick? Daud!
Whew. Neutralized. Very cool. Very cool. Silence is grace. Cleanest hands. Never killed anyone. Never spotted. Found the Brigmore crypt. Completed Granny's recipe. Chopped Delilah. Cooper spoon. Not enough money to retire. Did not gather 10,000 to retire and survive the breaches. That was the non-lethal take.
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save Emily Caldwin from a living death as Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider, who watches everything and thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone. Somewhere. And sooner or later, in ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy, made my living as a killer, one of the few who've heard the outsider's voice. I murdered an empress, but saved her daughter, who will one day rule the empire. Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes.
Daud's hideout. Delilah's threat is ended. You have made your choices. Come what may.
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save Emily Caldwin from a living death as Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider, who watches everything and thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone. Somewhere. And sooner or later, in ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy, made my living as a killer, one of the few who've heard the outsider's voice. I murdered an empress, but saved her daughter, who will one day rule the empire. Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes. For you. I asked for my life. When I killed your empress and took her daughter, something broke inside me. Now I want nothing but to leave this city and fade from the memory of those who reside here. I've had enough killing. So my life is in your hands. Make your choice.
You make an eloquent plea for a man with innocent blood on his hands. It's a shame Corvo doesn't know the real story, isn't it? How Daud, the legendary assassin, spent his last days doing whatever it took to save Emily Caldwin, defied the keepers of Coldridge Prison, faced down gang leaders and the terrors of Brigmore Manor. And with the end coming, you cut a savage swath through Dunwall, blood and terror, for the fate of the Empire. A story never to be told. And you leave the ending up to Corvo. That's courage. You make your own choice and accept the price.
So goodbye, Daud. See you in the Knife of Dunwall. he threw me to the left, I remember. When we killed him, we tossed him to the right, excuse me, with the left hand. And he smacked against the planks down there. He should spare my life.
I have one more surprise for you. I asked for my life. When I killed your Empress and took her daughter, something broke inside me. Now I want nothing but to leave this city and fade from the memory of those who reside here. I've had enough killing. So my life is in your hands. Make your choice.
You make an eloquent plea for a man with innocent blood on his hands. It's a shame Corvo doesn't know the real story, isn't it? How in these last days you passed through Coldridge Prison like a shadow, dared the tangles of Dunwall's underworld, and walked out unscathed, outwitted one of the greatest witches in a generation, all with consummate care and skill. How you saved Emily Caldwin, daughter of the Empress, first of her name, and no one will ever know. But how does it end for Daud, the hired killer, the murderer, the savior of the Empire? It's up to Corvo now.
He should spare my life. Changed ways. All come to ruin. Fantastic, what can I say? It's a little bit longer than the Knife of Dunwall, maybe even more expanded in the lore. And made a huge connection between this game and the second game, where they made it extremely focused on Delilah. It was all about her. They made her more cunning. She was more gothic-like and darker in this game. They made her like dark beauty, cunning, and merciless. I like the Delilah in the second game more than this one. And the voice actress made a good job voicing her. I enjoyed it. It's a little bit longer. In memory, Her Majesty Jessamine Caldwin.